Hey guys, it's Holly and I'm back with another video. I know it's been a really long time. It's been like a year and a half. I thought I would come back by showing my pickups from 2013. I picked up 12 games in 2013. I did that because I wanted to get some other cool stuff, which I'm going to talk about in other videos. I got to go on some really awesome trips. I got to do some really great things last year, and I want to go ahead and talk about that in upcoming videos. I also put some money into my anime collection, my manga collection, and just other hobbies that I have. But I did pick up 12 video games for 2013. They're really solid titles. I have had a chance to play all of them except for one, because I'm waiting on something to play that one, and I'll get to that. And I spent a lot of time with them. In fact, most of these I've completed. So we'll go ahead and we'll talk about the games that I picked up. And you can look forward to other videos too. I'm going to change my channel around a little bit, but I've got some really awesome plans. So the first game actually came with a lot of controversy. And this one I ordered online, and I actually had to have it shipped to a friend in the US. I ordered it the day they announced it, and it went through to him fine, and then he forwarded it to me. And that is Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, the Wizard's Edition. I was lucky enough to get mine. I ordered it, my friend Clive went to his place, he sent it through to me, and it arrived just fine. Although it did arrive after Fire Emblem, because Fire Emblem got an early release last year, so I'd actually played through most of Fire Emblem before this one even arrived. So my joy to play it right away was kind of gone. I also have the steelbook here, which is really awesome. And overall, it's a really good game. Like, beautiful, beautiful graphics. It's like watching a Studio Ghibli movie. You guys have heard all about that. The familiar system is really neat. The one thing I didn't like is to beat the final boss, if you miss something through the game, which is kind of an extra mission, you can't beat her. So you have to actually go back and do something. I got a little stuck there. I also picked up the guide, so I was okay. But it's a really good game. I do recommend it. You can pick it up super cheap now, and I think it's going to be one of those RPGs that just, you know, people forget about, but don't, because it's an awesome game. Beautiful story. The story will make you cry. Just really solid overall. So the next game I picked up here, I already talked about a little bit. It's Fire Emblem Awakening. Also a really, really, really great title. I absolutely love this game. I played Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, and I own the Sacred Stones on the 3DS from having the Ambassador program. But this game was just so good, and once your characters start having kids, it becomes so addictive. There's also so much additional content that you can unlock, and I downloaded a bunch of additional content as well. Like, I got every map I could. There's one map on here, the Golden Gaff. It's kind of like a cheating map, where you can get unlimited gold and experience. I'm actually going to make one more camera adjustment here. See if we can get this picture to be a little bit better. There we go. But just a really, really solid game. If you own a 3DS, there's no reason not to own Fire Emblem. It is definitely a must-have title. Alright, the next game. Now this game I've played before, and they redid it. I played it on the Wii, and that is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I had so much fun with this. I actually had to import a 3DS XL circle pad from Japan, because I just loved it so much. I've probably put over 200 hours into this game. Monster Hunter is one of those games that I actually had an opportunity to play with a lot of friends, and we had a blast. And I cannot wait for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I could not believe the amount of content they added into this title, and how well they did it. It's just a perfectly balanced game. You can sit down, you can do as little or as much as you want, and the game is what you make it. Now, this version, unlike the Wii U version, does have a cap to it for your Hunter rank. And I'm going to do a Wii U video, because I actually got a Wii U in 2013 as well. And we'll talk about that at a later time. But I picked this up for the Wii U, and you can actually expand your Hunter rank quite a bit. So, as much as I love the 3DS version, and this is my preferred version, there is something to be said if you really enjoy the series and you're a huge fan, that you should pick up both. So the next game up is Luigi's Mansion. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat there. Dark Moon. Beautiful, beautiful graphics in this game. Professor Egad is one of my favorite Nintendo characters. I think he's so unique. Fighting the bosses in this game was a lot of fun. The different mansions were a lot of fun. I did kind of miss the exploration of the first mansion, where it was just kind of a map that got bigger and bigger and bigger. However, because it's a handheld, I do understand why they broke it up into tiny bits. Really good game. If you own a 3DS, it's another must-own title. Same with Monster Hunter. Now this one, I couldn't believe how much I loved it. It's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. This came out before Pokemon X and Y last year, and I was ready for a new Pokemon game. So I picked it up, and I wasn't really sure what to expect from it. I had played the Mystery Dungeon series on the DS. I had played Explorers of Darkness, and I really enjoyed it. This one takes away the mechanic of the personality test, but the story in it is so beautiful. It actually made me cry. It's just such a sad story at the end. And when you play the post-game, it actually resolves the sad bit. But, oh my god, it's such a heart-wrenching game. And I know it sounds really funny coming from a really simple Pokemon game, but Chunsoft does a really good job with these. And Dunsparce plays a very interesting role in this game. And Dunsparce is one of my favorite Pokemon. And I also picked this up from Japan with it when I picked up the game. And it's a little Dunsparce plushie, and you actually pull his tail and he hops around. But having Dunsparce play a role in a mainline Pokemon game is hilarious. I love him. Everybody thinks it's the most useless Pokemon. It's really not. I actually keep one on my competitive team. He's a really good paraflincher. And, yeah, just overall, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Really great. There's also additional DLC for this, which I did download and I did enjoy. And there's one map that took me literally 5 days to complete. It's a DLC map. I had to keep suspending the game so I could go back to it. It's a lot of really great content. Okay, so last year, something really, really great came out, and I couldn't pass it up. I'm a sucker for Nintendo Special Editions, and this is the one I have finally settled on, and that is the Animal Crossing 3DS XL. I absolutely love this. This edition, in Canada at least, was exclusive to Best Buy. I believe it was in the US as well. It was released at a very, very limited release. I've only met one other person that had this, and it was funny because he actually was in line with me at Best Buy out of the 4 of us that pre-ordered it, and I happen to know him from work. But here it is here. I just absolutely love the print on this. I think it's so cute and so charming, and I have put so many hours into Animal Crossing. From the day that I brought it home, I've just absolutely loved this game. I picked up the 3DS XL, I picked up a physical copy of the game for a friend, and I also picked up the strategy guide. And Animal Crossing Day is one of the highlights from last year. I have done absolutely everything there is to do, and I still go back and check on my animals. I am looking forward to Fantasy Life later this year, but Animal Crossing, just amazing. Alright, so the last one I'm going to talk about, I actually hemmed and hawed about, and I ended up trading in my copy of it on the Wii to pick it up, because I didn't feel I needed 2 copies of it, and that is Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. I picked this up because there is additional content in it, but to have it portable I thought would be really awesome. Overall, it's a really beautiful game. I think it looks exactly the same. I couldn't see really a drop in graphics. It looks awesome on my 3DS XL. I played through it. It's just as hard. Some of the rocket ship levels, especially at the end, like, so difficult. I know Nintendo made changes to the difficulty, and it is true that they did. But man, this game is just brutal. It'll kick your butt. But I've completed it. I love it. I need to go back and collect all the puzzle pieces. I haven't done that yet. And definitely finish it off. The next game is one that I've been finishing up recently. I'm about 90% done with it, and that is Mario and Luigi Dream Team. I played halfway through this, and then another game came out that I will talk about later on, and it kind of took me away from this. But I absolutely love this game. It's beautiful. It doesn't have as much charm as Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, but it is a solid entry to the series, and all 4 of those games, they're worth playing. They're goofy. I like the Luigi antics in this one, where you can roll them up into a ball or into a tornado. Some of the dream sequences, finding the pillows, are a little bit easy. I thought that, something like that would be like a full stage, but they're really not. They're kind of side levels. You can usually find a pillow within 2 or 3 minutes. But it's fine because you will battle through, and the bosses are hilarious, and the story is also just funny. The next game that I picked up because it was recommended by a friend of mine, Shintai123, here from YouTube. And I'm really glad I did, that I listened to him. And that is Tales of Xillia. Now, I've played one Tales game before this, which was Tales of the Abyss on the 3DS. And that game emotionally upset me. As soon as Luke kicked Mew, I was like, oh my god, this is the worst game ever, and I had to turn it off. But I went back to it, and it's a really good game. I did enjoy it. But I wasn't really like, oh, I have to play another Tales game. This one came out, and you can actually play it as one of 2 characters, either Jude or Mila, and you see Jude here and Mila here. He recommended I play through first as Jude, and then the second playthrough through Mila, because the story events unfold better for the player that way. There's a character in this game, Tipo, and there's always usually a little companion animal in the Tales games. And Tipo is absolutely hilarious. Just so funny. And I'm really looking forward to Tales of Xillia 2 because of that, because Tipo reappears in the game. The next game that I picked up last year is also on the PS3, and I was super glad that they came out with this. And this is the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Collection. And I was lucky enough to get a limited edition. Anytime you pre-order stuff like that, you usually get a limited edition. And this one is basically a book with some artwork, and of course the disc. Just really great stuff. Cool picture of Sora. Now this one I haven't played. I popped it in to take a look at the menus and stuff, and I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to play it. I never had a chance to play the Kingdom Hearts games in order, and I said that with these 2 collections, the 1.5 and the 2.5, that I would play them in order. So I'm waiting for Birth by Sleep to come out in the 2.5, so I can start with that game, and then go back to Kingdom Hearts 1. But I can tell you at least 3 or 4 times this year I've picked this game up and just thought, you know what, maybe I'll just play them in order of release. But I really do want to actually play the games in chronological order, so I can really experience the story. And the next game that I picked up last year took up all my time. I had decided on which one I was getting really early on. I usually do, and that is Pokemon X. I absolutely loved this game. It is so good. I only have 1 Mega Stone left to get, which is the Garchomp one. But I've played all of the post-game stuff and done everything else there is to do. And I think I just haven't gone to get the Garchomp Stone because I don't want to finish the game. Like, I don't want to be 100% done. Recently they did the Heracross event, and you can get the Mega Stone for Heracross or Pinsir, depending on which version you have. I've done all the other events on it. I have a competitive team plus many other Pokemon from my past in here. I did pick up Pokemon Bank. I play it regularly. I was breeding a Mega Kangaskhan, so I actually have my first Mega Kangaskhan. And after the new video of Slowpoke came out, I might actually make a competitive Slowpoke just for fun. And the last game here for last year. You guys can probably guess what this is. Maybe, maybe not. I will definitely go ahead and pull it out here, but it was a bit of a birthday gift too, because a friend of mine sent me this. And I'll show it to you here. Just going to take one thing out of the box. Maybe. And that is Legend of Zelda, Link Between Worlds. And this is the actual limited edition from Europe. Now, he kept the game because I can't play the European game. However, he did send me the extra contents in here. So, I was lucky enough for my birthday to get the little treasure chest. And it actually holds 3DS cartridges. Oops. There we go. So you can see it holds 3DS cartridges inside. It has a little power switch here for the Legend of Zelda treasure chest noise. It's actually quite top-heavy. And it has the awesome Link Between Worlds logo. Just a really great gift. He sent it to me all the way from Europe for my birthday. And then, of course, I have the gold cover of the game, which I absolutely love. And this game, so good. It was like they took one of the classic games from the past and they remade it in such a way that it felt fresh. I know the map's the same and everything, but I just absolutely love this title. I'm sad the adventure's over. I'm probably going to go back to it. I really hope they do remake Majora's Mask for the 3DS. I know that I'm not the only person wanting that game. But yeah, guys, that's everything I picked up last year. So let me know what you picked up last year. If you played any of these games, let me know your opinion on them in the comments. Let me know if you've picked up any special edition 3DS systems and which one is your favorite. There's been a lot. They've done a really good job with making them, but every time a new one comes out, you get a little jealous. You're like, oh, but I still love my Animal Crossing one. The Yoshi one was really pretty. The Pokemon ones were great, but the Animal Crossing one I think is for me for good. And I really love it. I just think it's the cutest design ever. Alright guys, thanks for watching.